Hi there, gorgeous! In today's video, I'm reviewing 4 new face products from L'Oreal. This is part of their Fresh line, and I recently picked up their powder, foundation, concealer, and one of the new blush sticks. Now, I found these at my local Walmart. I believe that they're also being carried at Walgreens, CVS, places like that. And for reference, I have an oily complexion and I live in Florida. So needless to say, it is hard to find face products in the drugstore that work really well. So I'm always anxious to try out new ones when they come out. But I'll show you everything today up close with an application demonstration. I've also conducted a wear test, and I will let you know, are any of these worth checking out or not? Before we dive into the application here, I'll share with you what's on my eyes real quick in case you're curious. I used the Colourpop Rendezvous palette to create the look that you're seeing here, and I'm working on a video right now where I'm doing 3 mini tutorials, swatches of this palette, review, etc., etc. So if you've been looking for some ways to wear it, I will have that video up shortly. Should be within the next week or so. And my lashes are a pair from my lash line, Inky Minky Lashes. These are a synthetic style called Presence, because I feel like that's what they do. It's such a presence when you walk into the room with these. They are so stunning on the eyes. I have 9 new synthetic styles that are coming out this month. So as soon as they arrive, should be soon, I'm going to be doing video of all the styles on my eyes, releasing those so you can see what they look like up close. On with the application. I'm starting with the Infallible foundation. This is in the shade Porcelain, by the way. Comes with a nice pump up top there. What the product looks like when it comes out. A little runny, not so much a creamy consistency. And what I mean by that is that it doesn't hold its own. It's going everywhere. More liquid than cream. Very runny. And this is only 1 pump of the foundation, by the way. I'm not going to be applying too much. I'm taking a damp beauty blending sponge I have here. Well, this is not Beauty Blender brand. This is from a company called Venix Beauty. They just sent me this as a product to try. They are a impactful green beauty company, which I thought that was really interesting. And it's a very soft sponge. I'm really liking it. So thank you so much for sending this to me. This foundation is blending in so nicely. Gosh, I just tested that Morphe foundation again. This stuff is horrible. I mean, I've tested it at least 3 times since I did that video, and every foundation I've applied to my face since then, I've been so appreciative for good foundations because that one really made you realize how awful a foundation can be. Take a little bit more here and apply it on my face, or I should say my forehead, and blend it. That is just beautiful. I am so happy with this foundation so far, and you can see from this side to this side the difference that it made. It looks like skin. It's definitely not sitting on top of the skin, and it blended right in. It's gorgeous so far. On this side over here, we'll apply it with a brush to see if there is a difference or not. Blending it in with the Fenty Beauty 110 foundation brush. I'm sorry, it's not Drugstore. It's just become my favorite brush for foundation. If you were going to splurge on a brush, this would be one to do it because it's a phenomenal brush. Garbage truck. A little late for the garbage truck to be coming. Usually they're here at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, I guess they're running late today too. And my studio is in the garage, which I need to do a tour because when I say that, you probably think I'm filming in some real garage, but no, it's a finished room that my husband built out for me. So it doesn't look like a garage where I am. I mean, there is another side to the garage beside my room, but well, the brush did a beautiful job too. I like the sponge side and the brush side. No real difference yet between the 2 sides, but we'll see if that affects the wear time or not. Next product I'm using is the Infallible Full Wear concealer. This says it's more than concealer, and the shade that I picked up here is in Fawn. It does come with a doe foot applicator. It's a huge doe foot applicator, very similar to Tarte's Shape Tape. Have you noticed that ever since Tarte came out with that really big doe foot applicator, it seems like a lot of other companies are starting to follow suit. I find that really fascinating. I'm going to apply this under my eye lightly, and I'm going to use my finger. If you missed my video on how to stop concealer creasing, I'll have it linked for you below, but I'm doing a whole new method with how I apply my concealer now. It was basically an article I read on Allure's website about how to stop your concealer creasing, and they had all these tips and tricks to follow, and they really do work. I mean, surprisingly. Now, this concealer dries very fast. It's much faster than other concealers have been on me in the past. Like, I'm noticing as I'm blending it in, it's already starting to feel dry under my finger. Now, the coverage is simply gorgeous. It covered everything perfectly. Yeah, just be aware, this is one you have to work fast with. It's not one that you could apply under both eyes and then blend one eye in at a time. You basically have to apply it and blend. Blend quick. They also came out with something called a shaping stick, which looks like a cream blush to me personally. And this is in the shade Sexy Flush. So I'll swatch it real quick here on the back of my hand so you can see the color of it. Very creamy. I thought that would be a really beautiful color against my skin. And the way I'm going to apply this is with my finger also. I feel like cream products like this go on much better with your finger than if you were to use a tool to apply them. But that's pretty, very subtle. It gives a nice glow to the skin. It's not too much. And to set everything that I've done here, I'm also going with another L'Oreal product. This is their Pro Sweep and Lock Translucent Setting Powder. It looks like that. I'm going to set the under eyes first. And then the rest of the face. Whew. It's a powdery powder. Well, the final results with all these products is absolutely stunning. So far, I like everything that I've tried. I didn't have any trouble with application with any of these products, and I'm hoping the results are this flawless at the end of the day too. It has been a total of 12 hours since I first applied this foundation. I have not really looked at my face yet. I mean, I've glimpsed at it here and there, but I've not really studied it. So the first thing I'm noticing is this thing around my nose. Can you see this? That. Come here, Mike. Come with me. Look at that. Ugh. Now, yeah, ooh, it happened over there too. It's just settling right into those lines, and you can see how shiny. When I told you I was an oil slick, I was not lying, okay? Because it's like disco ball, like go girl, go. And normally a little bit of shine doesn't bother me if it looks glowy. This looks messy. This, yeah, no, it's not looking too good for me personally. And if you look at the side of my face right here especially, I'm not sure if it's going to come across on camera or not, but I'm going to get right up in your face. Hopefully you can see it. It's breaking apart right there on my face. You see what I'm talking about? It just looks, that does not look how it looked when I first applied this foundation. And you can see it over here too. It's doing the same exact thing. I'll come in close on that side so you can see that too. It looks texturized on my skin. It doesn't look smooth. It doesn't look flawless anymore. It's not a good look. The blush stick, I'm going to try that one again because it's faded, but that could be the foundation, and I have experienced that in the past with cream sticks before. If you don't use them with a good foundation, a trusted one, they ain't gonna look that good. So I'm gonna give that one another round. I'll update you in a future drugstore must-haves and must-nots video. For the concealer, that looks really good actually. This eye is a little better than this eye. I'm wondering if maybe I applied a little too much under this eye because you can see some separation there. But if you look at this eye over here, you don't see that. It's completely, oh, it feels dry too. It doesn't feel sticky. This one is starting to feel sticky. It could just be that I applied too much under this eye and that's why this is happening. Out of all the products I tested here, I don't like the foundation. I don't feel like the powder did the foundation any favors, and that's not a good powder either, because if it were, this wouldn't be happening right here. And the only good thing that came out of this, with the exception of the blush, because I'm going to test that at a later date, is the concealer. I feel like the concealer looks absolutely gorgeous under the eyes. It held up really well, and despite it being a little bit of a thicker formula, coverage is beautiful. I'm really happy with that product. Let me know what you thought about these products today, and if you've tried them out, feel free to share your experiences below. I do feel like this may be better suited for dry skin, and my girl Jessica over at JamBeauty89 tested this one out. Actually, her video went up today, the day that I'm doing this wear test, which was so funny. I was like, Jessica, we're on the same page here. And on her, these products looked beautiful at the end of the day. So it may just be that this is not made for those of us with oily skin. So if you're dry, give it a chance. You may really like these products. At any rate, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Please subscribe for more videos like this in the future, and I look forward to seeing you again next time.